Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Thomas the Great. I want to send my condolences to Vanessa Bryant and the three daughters that's left here after the untimely death of their father, of her husband, Kobe Bryant, and Gianna, the daughter. And I just want to let everybody know that that could have been any one of us. We take life for granted sometimes. We just have to look at these times that happen like this and not let them go by in vain. It's already unfortunate that these times happen to people so unexpectedly. And I can only imagine what Vanessa is going through. I can only imagine what the three other daughters is going through right now. I believe the oldest I've seen in the news has asthma. I think she suffers from asthma. And she always seemed to lose her breath ever since this untimely death didn't happen with her father and her sister. And, we live life every day, you know, without really realizing that today can be our last day. Sometimes we work saying for our family, we try to provide a good life for our family through the job that we work and through the time that we give into these companies in exchange for money. But sometimes, we just have to realize that we have to put our family first before some of all of these hours that we give into these companies. I know a lot of guys that refuse to sit there and lose any hours at work, refuse to miss any days at work because they're trying to be of a greater asset to the company. But yet we putting our family behind the company that we working for. But yet we say that we're doing it for our family. So I just look at this untimely death that did happen with Kobe and his daughter, and I use that as a tool or a mirror for me to look at myself and not allow this untimely death to go in vain, but I allow it to um, force me to look at myself and say, look, I mean, that could have been me, especially with me going back and forth, working out of town, being away from my family, driving these long hours away. I mean, that can happen to me just as well as it could have, it happened to him, unfortunately. So, I don't want this to just slide by anybody. You look at your life, you can be putting all of these hours in at work and you can be spending time away from your family forced because I know everybody, if you have a family, you want to sit there and you want to spend time with your family, you know. So let's use this as an example to force us to spend the time we need with our family, with our kids, with our loved ones. You got a mom and dad that's still here. Let's sit there and make sure that we're spending the time that's necessary with them. And I know a lot of people say when these events happen that, oh, well, let's make sure we tell the ones that's still here with us that we love them. There's an old saying um, that they used to say, give me my flowers while I'm still here. That is cool. But let's spend the time with our family and our loved ones while we still here. Not just tell them we love them. Let's spend the time. Let's go on and take them extra days off that's necessary to show appreciation to our loved ones. The job is going to be here. Your job is going to be here. Let's get that fear out that's put somehow into our minds that if we miss, then we're going to be less on the ladder of our employers. Let's go ahead on and put our family first in these situations, and then let's not let another tragic event happen like it did right here without knowing that we didn't put all the time that we could have put into our families before we leave this world, because all of us are going to leave this world whether we like it or not. One day it's going to be all of our day. We can't stop the inevitable. It's going to happen. So I just wanted to make this video for everybody, include myself. Let's go ahead on and spend that much necessary time with our loved ones. Not only just spending that time and showing the ones we love through our words, telling them that we love them, but actually going and spending that time with them, showing him that, look, you are the most valuable person in my life right now. You know, whether you have a husband, whether you have a wife, sons, daughters, just go ahead on and spend that time that's so necessary with them right now, you know. So, like I say, it's unfortunate that this didn't happen to Mr. Bryant and his daughter, but let's use this, because I'm pretty sure that anybody who's on that other side looking onto the side that we on now, if they was able to sit there and see anything done in honor of them, that they would want their life to be used in a great way after their untimely death. And this is one way I believe will be a great way, is to use, being that Mr. Kobe Bryant was such a family man, to be able to use his life legacy on a family aspect and put it and apply it to all of our lives. I think he would greatly appreciate that. And the bond that he had with his daughters, I think we should all sit there and use that as a representation of how we need to be, whether it's daughters or sons, but just with our kids, So, I just want to make this video with everybody. Hope everybody's, having a blessed day. And if you like what you see, comment, subscribe, hit the like button. But this is Thomas the Great. Y'all have a good one.